Hi guys. Um, yeah, it starts with messages. It's every time. So, welcome back to the casting couch. And today we're going to go on with a topic that is very interesting and very confusing. So we are using cars that are very modular, and that's BMW and Mercedes in particular. Like everything fits over from everything. You can use petrol crank in your diesel engine and vice versa. You can change gearboxes and engine mounts or arms, just bolts up to another engine, and everything is just so modular. And this comes down to other things as well, like brakes that we talked about last time. And brakes is even easier because your brake disc just has a bolt pattern and an offset. That's the two things that you have to think about, and then it just sorts itself out. No worry about that. But we have other things that we might need to change. The prop shaft or drive shaft, depending on where you are from in the world, is one of these things that you can't really swap over because you're using a transmission that was never intended to be in this chassis. And that means because all our cars, I would say all of our cars have, so this is the thing by preparing shit. I don't know the word. Some kind of support bearing in the middle because we have a two-piece prop. So, and this support bearing, I don't know if the correct word is support bearing. It can be something fucking else. I don't care. I don't know. But you know what I mean. We have a two-piece prop, and in the middle we have a bearing that is bolted to the chassis. And this makes it very hard to mix and match because your back piece and your front piece has to be the correct length. And if you have a gearbox or a transmission that was never intended to be in this chassis, the distance from that transmission to the support bearing will be wrong. The back piece, I mean, you can use whatever fucking back piece you want because that is the same. It just has to bolt up to your differential. Not the same on all cars, but on this chassis that you have, the back piece will be the same length. The only difference will be in the front piece. So what do we do with the prop shafts first of all? Because I think we can cover two subjects here. What works the best is that if you have to cut your prop and make it longer or shorter. Normally shorter, right? Because you're using another transmission and you're not using a smaller transmission. Duh! Of course you're using a bigger one, so you need a shorter fucking prop. And with that prop, the little rubber donut that you use that is called something else. So I have not been sleeping so good. This is why I don't know no fucking words today. The rubber fucking donut that is called Gideon. No, I don't know. Fuck it. Rubber donut that mounts to your transmission and your prop mounts to this. And those are available with twin bolt holes, bolt patterns and whatnot if you want that, or if your stock one fits the transmission you're going to use, that's good. If it doesn't, you have to use the one from the transmission, right? Because that bolts up. And then you need a prop shaft that bolts up to that. And if you're running, it doesn't matter. I mean, you have a Mercedes chassis and you're going to run a BMW transmission because that's the most common and everything else is just stupid. sorry. But I mean, then you just take the front piece of a BMW transmission. It's not rocket science. This fits this. Use this. It's not fucking hard. And you're gonna shorten your prop anyway. So what you do is that you shorten your prop as close as to the fixed end as possible. And that doesn't mean flange and cut. That means that you need a little piece of your prop, a little piece of like 2.5 inch of prop shaft, and you cut it there. And then we always machine a piece that fits inside both of the props. Your stock one that is mounted to the car with your support bearing bullshit, and cut it, and you take your BMW part, and they don't fit together because it's two tubes and they have different diameters. So we machine a little piece that is like 2 inch on both sides, 4 inch long. It can be longer, 5 inch, it doesn't fucking matter. And you put it in the props, and you have a prop that is in line and perfect. And then you just weld it. It's super fucking simple. And when you have done that, you have a prop shaft in your car with a transmission that was never intended to be mounted in your chassis. Super easy, right? So, but your prop shaft is not original because you're using one from another engine class, because you have changed the diff and you need a prop that fits the diff. And the second part of the prop should not be messed with, not be cut and welded and so on. Just do it these 2.5 inches from the gearbox. That's my 5 cents today. Don't mess with the other parts, because when you do like this, you very rarely have to balance or do anything. You just mount it and it will just work, and it doesn't break. It's just perfect. If you have some vibrations, it's normally because your transmission mount is not in the correct position. So you have to shim your transmission up or down. It's very hard to shim it down, but you have to shim your mount then, of course. So you have to change the level of it so the first piece of the prop is straight. If it's not straight, you will have all kind of weird vibrations. Ask me how I know. So that's how you do it. I don't think we have to talk about that more, because if you don't get it, just watch the video again. If you don't get it after 3 times, you can sell your car. Differential. Because our cars are so modular, most differential fits all chassis. Most differential fits most chassis, not all. But it can be differences, like the back cover of your diff that you need to change. So you can look at the diff and say, oh, it almost looks the same. Yeah, or you just take that back piece off and put your on there, and it looks like your diff, so it will fit your car. And here the American English is so hard, because for me driveshafts is from the diff to the wheels, not from the trans to the diff. But you always say driveshaft in America, and in England you say propshaft, and driveshaft, I think, for the wheels. So we have a pair of drive shafts in the back that goes to the wheels, so we say drive shafts. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So you change your diff, and now your drive shafts don't fit, right? Wow, they're too short, too long. The round shit that you bolt to your diff don't fit, because it's 110 millimeter on your diff and yours are 100, or yours are 90 and it's 150 on the fucking diff. Doesn't fit. So what do? First of all, you can take your drive shafts apart, because they have some kind of, in English, maybe knuckles, I don't know, in the ends. and you take those off, and you will have a piece of steel with splines in the ends. That's your drive shaft. The other thing is just shit. And if you're lucky, these drive shaft splines work with your with the mounting bullshit that you need. If you're not, if they don't fit, yeah, then you have to sort other drive shafts. I mean, I know that you just want to go into the internet and say buy, and it just comes this plastic man in a box with a hat, and it says Lego on the back of him. But I mean, what's the fun in that? Right? Just go to the fucking scrapyard and look at Mercedes cars. And have your caliper with you. And measure. And have this meter tumstock in fucking Swedish. This wooden piece of fucking measuring device that you... and it becomes this long. Yeah, you have that with you. Or you have a fucking piece of string and you make a knot everywhere and say, number 1 knot, and you write it in your fucking phone. It's the length of the drive shaft. You can do what the fuck you want, you know? And pieces of string with knots on it. Made Christopher Columbus go to India. No. Oh, fuck, he went to America. Yeah, it's close. I mean, so string and knots, that works. So go with that. So, just do some fucking footwork, groundwork. Yeah, something like that. Do it. Measure it. It's fucking hard to measure or what? So don't sit and cry on fucking internet, you fucking bitches. Just go out there and look at the Mercedes cars. I have a W21. Yeah, look at the fucking 126. Is it that hard? Yes, look. Oh, it doesn't fit. No, okay, now you know it doesn't fit. Go look at another fucking car. So, I mean, told you so. That's how it is. So, our cars are really modular. And most of the parts fits over to other cars. And most shit just fits. We don't know it because we don't go out there and put the hours in, right? So we sit and whine on the internet and we ask everybody else that doesn't know because they don't go out there and measure. So if you want to buy Lego, you can go to the toy store. If you want to build a car and be able to help others, you can do some work, you can have a fun car, and when someone else is whining, you can say, fuck you, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. Go out there and look. And that is helping, because we are too stupid to live on this planet. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. Stupid, stupid men. Yeah, you will feel that one day. But till then, let's build some fucking cars and have fun. And just throw that Lego in the bin. And go out to your garage and measure shit. Alright? I love you all, and next time we're gonna talk about something else. We're gonna have a guest in the sofa. Ron Jeremy, I don't know if you know him, he's a very big car guy. No, I'm just kidding. But it would be fun to have a really fat celebrity here. Yeah, see you next time.